Hey everyone, how's it going? I have some range footage from the range trip that I did today. I was able to leave work a little bit earlier, so I took advantage of that and I spent about 4 hours at the range. I ended up bumping into two other shooters, Robert and Thomas, who are doing the ORPS match this Saturday as well. Thomas is actually the match director, so it was a neat opportunity. He had some of the steel in his car that we'd be using for the match, so we put them out at the appropriate distances just to get a feel for them. We were not shooting off barricades or anything, but we did some prone work as well as some offhand practice, which I am in dire need of for sure. And we were also able to put out our targets from anywhere between 25 to 200 yards. So really good opportunity to get some practice in, doing some holdovers and dialing in my dope. Unfortunately, this week's ORPS match will not be going out to 200 yards since it's the first time back from the lockdown. Thomas really wanted to see how much time we would take for each stage, adhering to all the social distancing measures, which is totally fair. So the ORPS stages usually just go out to 100 yards. But just for good fun, we put out our targets a little bit further, out to 200. The video is pretty candid. I was not talking to the camera or anything, but I think it's a really good indication for those of you who are interested in how the CZ is performing. Again, with the IBI barrel and the Strike Eagle, it's just been fantastic and I've really been enjoying it. Throughout the video, I'll put some annotation and some subtitles here and there to give you a little bit more context, since I wasn't actually talking to the camera. We also had the really neat opportunity to test out a homemade target indicator that Thomas made himself. It's basically a homemade T1000, which worked really nicely. I hope it comes across on video, but I was really impressed. I'm not too knowledgeable on electronics and things like that, but being an engineer, of course, Thomas was able to rig this thing up, and I think it's really, really neat. It looked pretty ghetto. It was housed in a Tupperware container, and the LED indicator was actually held up with a McDonald's straw, but it was pretty cool. I mean, this is just his first prototype, and I think it's going to be a really cool little project that he's going to work on going forward. So I do have video footage of that. Stay tuned, of course. But before we go to the range footage, I thought I'd show a quick 50-yard target that I shot before I bumped into the other two guys. The first row here is Ely Club, and I mentioned Ely Club was not shooting well out of the IBI barrel when it was brand new, but I decided to revisit that, and as you can see, it's actually shooting quite nicely, so I might have to revisit that in the future. Unfortunately, Ely Club where I live is a little bit difficult to come by right now, and I'm on my last few boxes, so that might have to wait, but it was grouping pretty well, a lot better than what it did the first range session with the IBI barrel. The second row here, I was cronying two different lots of SK Standard Plus, and they're very similar to each other, basically the same standard deviation, but the speed of the new lot was a little bit higher at around 1060, which is good to see because the old lot of Standard Plus I was shooting was a little bit low in velocities for my liking. It was always shooting around 1040. And the third row here, the first four targets are Ely Club again. You can see nice tight groups. Definitely going to revisit that ammo when I can get my hands on a few more bricks. And the last four is Ely Sport, which is right now my go-to ammo. Since I have an abundance of it, I am shooting the match this week with Ely Sport and also doing some vigorous testing of the ammunition as well. Anyway, enjoy the range footage. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody.
There it is. Nice.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I wonder if the shroud gives it just enough shade.
Is the LED inside the straw?
No, it's sort of protruding outside, but you make a good point.
Yeah.
If I was to sink it in.
I mean, not too far, but
Yeah.
maybe just like a millimeter or so.
It's a good idea.
I like the fact that it's green too.
Well, I picked green, so I design optoelectronic system for a living. So I know that green is the color that the eye can basically discern the best.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, you know what? Well, and plus I had a green light, so. But I did have white ones.
Yeah, there it is.
Sweet.
You said you hold 7.5 mils?
8.3.
8.
Yeah.
Oh, 8, okay.
So what do you hold?
I'm at 8 right now.
So that would make sense. So there's no way. I'm sorry, I'm still bent on my sub 1000. I was last weekend when I clocked it, and Pat didn't have his chrono. I had nothing else to go by but how much drop I had against the chrono.
Man, that hit indicator is so cool, man.
My little evening project.
So, did you program it to like flash a certain amount of time?
Yeah.
Okay.
But so that like everything else I do in life, I tend to go overboard. So right now there is a microcontroller in there to do fancy things.
Yeah.
But I think as a challenge to myself, I want to design this completely analog, so that there's no microcontroller.
Right.
Then you bring the price down again.
Yeah.
Like in my 70 cents, I'm not counting the fact that there's a small microcontroller that I'd probably buy for $3, but you know, I had it, so I actually pulled it out of a box that I had from my final year project at Ottawa U.
I just think that's so cool. Yeah, so I'm holding 8 mils and about a third of a mil for wind.
Yeah. So prone was pretty easy. Landing on this thing is a little trickier.
Yeah.
This is where the pillow would come in handy. I'm guessing that was left.
Yeah, it looked left.
There it is.
Oh yeah, you can just barely see it on camera.
How far was the prairie dog?
150.
150. Do you know the dope for that?
So that's the KYL we're using for the barrel stage?
Absolutely.
Nice. I'm gonna try something different on the barrel because I've been practicing.
And as I said, we can't break it. That's the only one I have.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't have time to fix it. We used to break these all the time, and then Pascal's brother replaced the weld with stainless steel weld, I think he said, and they haven't cracked since.
Nice.
Whatever he did was good.
Oh. There we go. It's more satisfying when you hit the clays in the middle because they explode.
Yeah, when they just chip off, it's not,
Yeah.
not nearly as exciting.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going for that far left one.
Okay.
Nice. When I first started coming to the 200 range, I would lay like a few like those picnic plates.
Oh, yeah.
Because the pretty cool thing is they'll jump, move, and
Oh.
shoot him again. And
Yeah.
just-
The paper one or the foam ones?
little paper one.
The paper ones, okay. SAP. SAP.
SAP.
Yeah.
But then you're like, wow, am I spending $100 for what? So, and usually
I find dropping my butt pad helps too.
that's yeah because when I shoot standing instead
Yeah.
of sinking it here,
Yeah.
it's literally like on my collarbone.
Yeah, exactly. And I
Right
pull
by
it
the
in.
glenoid. So.
Give this a shot.
I might drop my B22 into an MDT at some point. I think they make them now. Impact. Impact.
Oh, feeding issue. But you see, I'm holding it back here.
Yeah.
It's just the best balance point for it.
Yeah, that's only one way to do it.
It's pretty simple.
I just need the flush cup mount for mine.
Right. Little like button style QD. Yeah. And that's by far the most expensive portion of all this.
Oh.
Oh.
Hi.
Come on, get back into it. Yeah. Well done.
I have to watch my left hand doesn't get in the way of my bolt. I was trying that technique. I hold high and then as it's coming down,
Well, I do that. So like the maple seed thing, right? Is
Yeah.
You're gonna go and you get everything supported, and then with your breath, it literally like
yeah,
just moves up and down. So I breathe in, and as I'm letting it out,
yeah.
my performance decreases as my arm gets tired. I need to do some push-ups or something.
Have you tried lifting my rifle?
That's probably insane.
It's about 14 and a half right now.
Holy moly.
Yeah. That's why I can't have my arm out here, because I'm not even that strong.
This little mount thing that I got on Amazon is terrible. I need to change that thing.
Yeah.
But,
Amazon is so hit or miss on some stuff.
yeah, exactly. But compared to the $29 one that they sell at Cabela's,
Yeah.
I can afford to make 2 or 3 mistakes and still come out ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do this. 10 for 10. Let's focus. If I can find the target. Here we go.
Impact. Impact. It actually doesn't swing that much either.
That's not too bad.
Impact.
The groups are centering well too.
Yeah, I see that.
Ah, miss. That was 7 out of 10. Not too bad. Yeah, I can't imagine trying to do this with 14 pounds of steel.
It's I mean, I don't have much muscles
Yeah,
either.
yeah, exactly. So you're not on the same boat.
That's not good.
Going for the left-hand side one.
Oh, just high.
I guess wind was pretty good, which was none. You're pretty close there, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, on the third try?
Second try.
That's pretty good.
I saw the bullet arc in. That's satisfying.
That's what we do this for.
Oh, so close.
There we go. But that doesn't kind of took like 5 shots to get to it.
Oh man, I can't really see the the lower targets from here.
Even from here, I can't really see your small speeders up there.
Yeah, it's in the grass.